post office won't even be busy today. Everybody files online now. So that's kind of a throwback thing. Never mind. All right. Where was I going with that? Hey,
horrible
what
tax
the heck?
day.
It was a great weekend. Thanks for joining us. We're live this morning here right above Lindy's Cafe in downtown Albuquerque. We appreciate you joining us. I'm Larry Erin, your host. Here is Erin Muffaletto, our co-host, who had a busy weekend. You were walking for charity, the Cystic Fibrosis Walk over the weekend.
Besides the windy weather, it was a great weekend. We had a lot of people show up, and it was a celebration, so it was fun.
Fantastic. I'm glad you were involved.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a
great
great time.
Stuff. We're going to cover a lot of stuff today. Let me run down some guests. First of all, it's Motivation Monday. And Darshan Shanti will be here, author of the 24-Hour Champion. And you've never met a more motivated, upbeat guy. And we're going to talk about believing in yourself and believing in what you can do today. We think that's important to start off the week. So we're going to have Darshan with us here in a couple minutes. A little later, we're going to visit with, and I want to get her name, Jessie Campbell. Jessie is the co-owner of the Octopus and the Fox Boutique. And kind of an interesting place.
It is pretty neat. I've been in there, and there's a lot of clothes and stuff you won't see anywhere else. So if you want something unique, it's a great place to check out.
I love the title of the place.
Yeah.
Steve Westman will be here, our culture guy from Local IQ magazine, and we're going to check your local IQ in the second half of the show. And then Inhabitants of Berkey is a very interesting and new and popular website.
It's really neat.
Yeah, and they profile a lot of folks in town.
Yeah, I love it because a lot of people talk negatively about Albuquerque, and this is another great way to showcase the great things we do have in Albuquerque and the great people. So I love it.
I'm hoping we can get profiled. Leo York
maybe we can
be here. He's the guy that runs that. So that's our show lined up for you today. We're going to have a lot of fun here on the show. So grab a cup. Right now it's time for our morning headlines. Headlines are brought to you on the Morning Brew by Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy, and we thank them for their help every day here. All right, let's start. Where shall we start? Let's start with, we referenced the post office today. Kids, let me tell you what the post office is. It's a place you can go. It used to be where you could get this little sticker and put it on an envelope, and you could write a message to somebody and take it to the thing called the post office, and if you wrote where that person lived, the people there would then take it and deliver it to your friends. It's a great concept. You may have heard about it. Anyway, all right. We have a new was that a little too elementary? Was it?
So we call it snail mail.
Yeah, right, exactly. I don't think anybody under the age of 15 knows what a stamp is. But anyway, let's look at the new Georgia O'Keeffe stamp that's coming out. We have a visual of that. This is part of the Modern Art in America stamps that the U.S. Postal Service is going to be unveiling in Santa Fe this coming, this Friday, the 19th. So they're going to have that out. It's a collage of different art stamps, and the Georgia O'Keeffe stamp that you saw of, it's called Black Mesa Landscape.
Okay.
It's going to be part of that group.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see it.
So in case you ever have to mail a letter, I don't know when you do that anymore.
Hey, I still use the post office. I'm a big fan. I'm actually upset to hear that they're going to start stopping Saturday deliveries.
Yeah.
It's awful. I'm a little sad about it. I don't know. People should use the post office more often.
I know. My dad was telling me they used to deliver the mail twice a day.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not old enough to remember that. He said, yeah, I used to get morning mail and afternoon mail.
Huh.
How about that?
That's pretty crazy.
Now
we get every minute of the day mail in our emails. So.
Let's talk about young Cullen Neal, who happens to be related to the new Lobo head coach. That's his dad.
Right. I'm pretty excited about this. As everybody knows, I'm a big Lobo fan, so whenever we get great new recruits, I'm excited. So this weekend, Saturday morning, Cullen Neal tweeted, "I'm going to be a Lobo, and it looks like we got some unfinished business. Let's go." So, that was a big stir in the Twitter world, and everyone's very excited. Cullen Neal's going to be a future Lobo. He was signed with St. Mary's, and it hasn't they haven't officially released him yet, but I'm sure they will.
Yeah, I think
and
they kind of have to do.
They're expecting that later this afternoon. Little background, Cullen Neal averaged 26.5 points per game in college, so we hope he continues to be a great star in the college world.
So you remember I said, nobody call me on Sunday because I'm watching the
Masters. Yeah. Did you have your peace and quiet Sunday?
No, my daughter calls me the last hole, and
no.
she calls. And I'm not going to not answer the phone. It's my daughter. I said, Whitney, you're calling me. It's the last hole of the Masters.
Do you know what's happening right now?
All right. Let's show you what happened at the Masters yesterday. It was drama and exhilaration. Here's the video of Adam Scott with his winning putt to take home the green jacket yesterday in Augusta.
Just 5 months ago in November and won the gold coat. Now he has this putt for a green one.
And see this putter, it's actually going to be illegal next year.
I don't care what you're using, this is a heck of a putt.
There it is! Adam Scott! A life changer.
So I am tweeting yesterday. Well, I have some good friends in Sydney, Australia. We have been. Ian Hyslop is a former Australian news broadcaster. We're tweeting back and forth, and he said party is on in Australia. It was a big deal.
First Australian to win the Masters.
Thing.
Amazing.
All right, we're gonna.
That's why people love golf.
Yeah, there you go. Erin and I will be back in a moment with our guest Darshan Shanti. Our Motivation Monday segment is next.